Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Yin Yang Porcast. Here are your hosts, D-Pad and YuyuKirby.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Yin and Yang Podcast. As always, I'm your host, D-Pad, and with me, as always, is YuyuKirby.
Hey there.
All right, so a couple of quick announcements before we begin. You're probably wondering why there wasn't an episode posted last Thursday. The reason for that is just two reasons. One is we had recorded an episode with our friend Wolfgang talking about classic cartoons and that, and I wasn't really happy with how things turned out for that video, so we decided to scrap it for the sake for now, and we will be re-recording that video sometime later on soon with Wolfgang. And the other reason is I was on vacation last week for an entire week. I wasn't expecting to be going out of town. It just kind of happened at the last minute. So I told Yuyu, and he was fine if that we just, didn't do a podcast that day. I will be working on creating like a Facebook page or a Twitter page to keep you guys up to date on stuff like that. I know I've been kind of busy with work and that, so I haven't been able to do that, but it's gonna happen soon. But Yuyu, how have you been? Because you've still been doing your streams, so how are your Nicktoons streams going?
All right, so for those of you who don't know, I'm currently doing a 3-month-long Nicktoons Summer Fun where I'm doing nothing but Nicktoon games. Currently, I am in the Jimmy Neutron games, and it's been kind of a roller coaster. I played Jimmy Negatron for like 5 minutes, then quit because I expected going in, knowing I was going to quit, to be straight honest. I finished the Game Boy Advance version of the movie game because that's a childhood game of mine. So, and that's a really good game. I finished the.
You finished the movie game, the
console. I finished the console version of the movie game, which it's not as good as the GBA version in my eyes. They're both not good games, but I prefer the GBA version way more than console. But the ending did make me laugh because basically it's how you beat up King Ghidorah. You throw bombs at his turrets, and then you just run over and use the neutron stinky leg of justice on him. That's literally what that fucking kick of Jimmy's is. Stinky leg kick. I then went to Jimmy Neutron Jet Fusion, a game for the consoles, which I rented but never finished. And I honestly quit at the same spot I never finished it at. Which is basically a press the buttons in time with Calamitous type minigame. But we're also going to add double presses. Like you have to press A and B together at the same time. Now, some of you might know I am playing on emulation for convenience. That part of the game does not translate well onto a Xbox controller. So I just straight up and quit that. So yeah. I did start the GBA version of Jet Fusion, and that's going pretty good so far.
Oh, that's good. That's good. And I will say this: I just find it funny because sometimes when Yuyu is playing these bad games, he'll message me out of the blue. It's like, "I hate you," or something. I'm like, "What the heck did I do?"
Okay, the only one I did that to you was for Enter the Cleft because you didn't say how bad that game was going to be.
And again, I will say this again. To my, in my defense, I didn't know that the game was that bad. Like, I knew it was bad. I just didn't hear that it was that bad. But yeah, no, like, you just likes to do this to me, just to troll me. Like, it's a thing we have, and it's funny to me. But yeah, no, I'm glad that you're having fun with the Nicktoons Summer thing, and I just have. How many more Jimmy Neutron games do you have left? Like, you have the GBA version of Jet Fusion, and then
I have three. GBA Jet Fusion and both console and GBA Attack of the Twonkies.
Yep. Attack of the Twonkies, in my opinion, that's the better Jimmy Neutron game, in my opinion.
Yeah. From what I played,
I could be wrong.
Yeah, when I played the console version, it's much better than Jet Fusion.
Yeah. No, that's fine. But yeah, like I've said it before, I'll say it again. I like being able to join you on the stream when I can. My schedule is sometimes not the best, and sometimes I just come home and I just pass out. But then no, I'm happy to join you when I can, and it's a lot of fun talking to you about like the stuff on the stream and that. Yeah, but no, okay. So our next topic, and we're just gonna like this is something that you brought up at the last minute today while we were kind of prepping for the podcast, and we're just gonna rip the bandage off with this next little piece.
EA fucked up. EA fucked up.
Yeah.
So
I will say though,
for those of you who
before we talk about how EA fucked up, just let me say that the next segment after this, it's a little more light.
Yeah.
So yeah, just go ahead, Yo-Yo. Go ahead.
Yeah.
You've been wanting to talk about this. So
yeah.
just
I have. Go ahead. I have. So those of you who play Sim 4 might already know this. The Sim 4 update accidentally added incest into it. The free update also causes characters to age randomly. So
now this article is coming
from the July 26th update. So this is probably basically getting it fixed. I don't know, but it's like okay. So apparently one player shared a screenshot of an older woman who suddenly wanted to start a romantic relationship with her son. Another player shared a bug report with EA stating that one of their male Sims wanted to ask his twin sister to be his girlfriend. In that same thread, a player on Xbox shared an off-putting example of a daughter wanting to date her father. EA, what the fuck? How do you fuck up a fucking update that this badly? Just what the fuck? Okay? Like, holy shit.
Yeah, no, when you shared this with me like this afternoon, I was like on my last coffee break, and the moment I pull up the article, I nearly choked on my coffee as I'm reading this because like wow. Like EA, what the hell happened to you? You guys used to be such a good company, and now you're just you're crashing. Like like there's that whole situation with Blizzard. Like didn't they buy they bought Blizzard, didn't they?
Microsoft bought Blizzard. Microsoft bought Blizzard.
But yeah, doesn't like EA publish like Blizzard stuff?
Or
I think
I'm actually gonna double
check
check
something else. Yeah. But no, was it EA that was like having all those allegations about like the work environment? Or am I thinking of a different company? Can't remember. There's so many game companies. You hear this shit, it's like
no, they didn't. No.
Okay. My bad. You know.
Yeah.
I know Tetsuya,
it's Activision you're thinking of too.
Okay, I'm thinking Activision.
Activision Blizzard, which is the same company, but it's like that whole thing is bought by EA. Microsoft, not EA.
Yeah. Okay, pay no attention to me. I thought it was EA for a second, but no, it's Activision.
So anything
Activision is another story for another podcast. Just I gotta say this, that the fact that Kotaku updated this article as Sims 4 update accidentally adds incest. That's what made me choke on my coffee. I'm like,
no.
Like what the hell?
Yeah, it's like Kotaku. Yeah, it is Kotaku, and they don't. Let's be straight honest. I personally do not have I personally hate Kotaku. I have a hatred of that freaking thing. But we're not going to talk about that.
Yeah. I mean, like they got stuff like wrong before, but no,
Wrong.
just the fact that
There's also the fact that the guy who reviewed that they had review Metroid Dread was playing it on an emulator.
Okay, I
I
didn't know
have
about that.
no
Didn't know
idea
about
why the
that.
fuck
That's crazy.
Nintendo didn't destroy them for that. But yeah, we're not going to continue this. But we are going to
Yeah,
stick
fair enough.
with
Fair
the
enough.
topic of Nintendo. Yeah, I fumbled my words. We are going to be sticking to the topic of
Yep.
Nintendo, who had released the trailer for Wave 2 of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Pack. This time,
Yeah.
This time following the Golden Dash Cup and Lucky Cat Cups, we now have the Turnip Cup, which holds New York Minute from Tour, Mario Circuit 3 from SNES, Super Nintendo, Calamari Desert from Nintendo 64, and the one track everyone has been wanting, Waluigi Pinball from DS. So, what are your thoughts on each of
Yeah.
these first four
I'm excited.
tracks?
Okay. I will say this. I'm excited for the Waluigi pinball because that's my favorite out of like every track in any Mario game. That's always been my favorite track, which just weirds a lot of my friends out. They're like, "Why do you like that specific track?" And
It's the
I just like
music.
it
It's the
because
music.
yeah, the music's the best
I
thing. Like it's so catchy.
Yeah. Now I want to go on record. I've never played DS. I've played literally every Mario Kart except for DS and 3DS. So this will actually be my first time playing on Waluigi Pinball.
Oh, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
I've already seen it, and yeah, this is fun. Yeah. So
Mhm.
what are your thoughts on New York Minute from Tour? Since we already
Okay, I've
spoke about Waluigi Pinball.
as someone that actually plays Mario Kart Tour on his phone, like during lunch at work, I'm excited because again, Tour is another one of my favorite like like courses. Yeah,
Mario Kart. That's what
yeah,
you mean,
Mario Kart.
don't you?
Yeah. Frick, it was a busy day today, so my brain's just kind of.
Yeah.
But you know what I meant. You know what I
Yeah,
meant. So that's
no,
good. That's good.
I do. I'm pretty sure our listeners do too. I have
Mm,
never actually played Tour. I'm not sure if I want to get into it because I also play Fate.
mm, okay. No, and I still actually need to get Mario Kart 8 for my Switch. It's been on my want list for like years now, but I keep forgetting. As soon as I get like my paycheck and that, like, okay, I'm gonna get Mario Kart 8. That's the plan. But then something else comes along. I'm like, okay, I'll spend my paycheck on that, not Mario Kart 8. So it's like, yeah,
I don't even get
no.
it. Like Christ.
I think like the Best Buy here has like this combo pack. Like I can get Mario Kart 8 and it's bundled with one of the Mario Party games, but I already have the Mario Party game, so I'm
Oh,
not
you
gonna.
already have. Well, you can then use them for
Yeah.
like GameStop or whatever game store you have to break it in, or give it to a friend.
The GameStop. Yeah, true. I could give like the, but I think it's actually like on the same card kind of thing.
Oh, it's a
I
download
don't know.
code. Okay.
I don't
Uh,
know. I don't know. Um, I think like because I'm going on vacation again in August for a convention. I think I'm gonna try and pick up like a used copy of Mario there because my friend Steve actually doesn't live that far from like a game store there, like where he lives. So I'm gonna ask if we can check that out. Yeah. No.
so
Yeah. This is gonna be good.
on to
Yeah.
Mario
Go ahead.
Circuit 3. What are your thoughts on that?
I am not that familiar with Mario Circuit, honestly. Wait, it's the track, isn't it?
Yeah.
What the hell do I know? Again, I'm losing my mind here. Yeah. No. Mario Circuit. Yeah. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I'm not either, considering how but it is weird that this is the first Super Nintendo track in the entire pack. Because if you remember, Wave 1 had three tour tracks, and one each from 3DS, N64, Wii, DS, and GBA. Personally, I want them to give us a GameCube one. Which means, yes, I did spoil that the other cup does not have any GameCube. But yeah, it's like I'm kind of disappointed in that. But not bad. I honestly can't wait to see how Mario Circuit 3 goes into Super Nintendo, because there are NES ones tracks in the thing. But it's like, yeah. Calamari Desert next.
Okay, you have to refresh my memory which one that one's from.
That was the one with that was N64. It was the one with the train.
Okay. Oh, that one. Yeah. My friend actually has like an N64, and he actually has the original Mario Kart. So I play that with him a lot when I'm over at his place, and that's the one track that I kick his ass on. It pisses him off. It pisses him off that I can beat him on that track. It's like,
Single-handedly.
what the hell?
Wow.
Oh, it's funny. It's funny because like
I honestly want to
know
race you in CTR though. I want to race you in CTR.
Crash Team Racing?
Yeah. Just to see how well you know tracks there.
I have it for my Switch. I don't have it for my PlayStation.
Well, I do too. But I have more stuff on my PS4 though. I started touching my version of that.
Yeah, I know. I might have to get it for my PlayStation sometime.
Yeah. And we already spoke about Waluigi Pinball. So the second cup that's being added is the Propeller Cup, which holds Sydney Sprint from Tour, Snowland from GBA, Mushroom Gorge from Wii, and an all-new track, Sky High Sunday. Let's start off with Sydney Sprint. Just to hear your thoughts on that, because you're more the tour expert.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I am familiar with that. I'm familiar with it. I would say, like, I like it, but it's not like my favorite one. Like, it's what do I say? Like, I'll tolerate it. Does that make sense?
So it's not that good of a track, but it's not that bad of a track either.
In my opinion. Like, I don't want anyone that watches this like to be ticked off that I said something that will piss them off. It's like, I don't want that, but yeah, that's just my opinion.
Right. Snowland from Super Circuit.
Yeah, I'm actually really interested in that, because I will say this: snow ice levels, they're not my favorite per se, but I am actually good at that track. So
It depends on what it is. Is it in a Sonic game? I'm totally fine with snow and ice. Is it certain other games? It varies. It honestly really varies. Mushroom Gorge. Next.
I remember that one. I remember Mushroom Gorge.
That's a really fun track. I especially like the ending with your bouncing on all the mushrooms. That's really fun. I would kind of like to see that in the 3D Mario game. That seems like a really fun type of level layout.
You know what I like doing, like when I bounce on the mushrooms, like when I'm playing it?
Correct.
I go bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. Noise the hell out of my friend. And I'm just like sitting there laughing.
So, our first all new track, Sky High Sunday. What's your thoughts on that?
Beautiful. It looks beautiful.
That's it.
Well, I'm excited for it. Like I said, like I don't really have the game, so I can't really.
Oh, true.
Yeah, but no, just that is I have to appreciate the people that design the tracks like that. That takes some serious skill.
I'm gonna be straight honest.
So
if you make a food-based level in a platformer or a racer, I'm all in for it. That is an aesthetic that needs to be done more. That is an aesthetic that needs to be done more.
Yeah.
Especially if you're going with ice cream and stuff. I prefer for ice cream, cookies, and that stuff. I don't want like a cheesy thing. Which, that said, I didn't mind the cheese map in the main game. I didn't mind that, but it's like, give me ice cream. I want to be racing on ice cream.
Yeah. I will say, any game that has like a food-based world, like I'm gonna use Sweet Mountain from Sonic Colors. Like just like unleashes like my inner sweet tooth. It's like yeah. No. Like that level, I think I'm gonna have to not play that level for a while because as soon as I play it, I'm gonna be like, I'm hungry. Curse you, game. Curse you, Mario. You make me want ice cream now.
Okay,
That's probably what's gonna happen.
Shouldn't play Mario World.
Yep.
Chocolate Island.
Yep. Yeah, no. Like just like I said, the tracks look amazing, and
They do.
yeah.
And these will be
I
out August 8th, 4th, by the way. They will actually be coming in next week.
Oh hey, that's a few days before my birthday.
Yep. So now let's talk about the main meat of this episode of the podcast.
Yes.
San Diego Comic-Con 2022. We're going to be going over everything that basically was announced. Starting off with LEGO announcing 3 new Avatar sets. I'm going to get a lot of shit on this. I don't really care about James Cameron's Avatar. I really don't. These don't, I'm looking at the images. These don't look bad, but again, I don't care. Okay, I just don't really care. They look cool.
Okay, I have to say this. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah,
I didn't mean to.
Like they look cool. I just don't really care about this.
I have to say this. I'm glad I'm not the only one that doesn't like Avatar.
If it's the last Airbender, I'm totally fine. But James Cameron is like,
if it's
no.
Yeah, I know. I could be wrong about this, but I think when Nickelodeon was coming out with the last Airbender movie, it was around the same time as James Cameron was doing Avatar. I think I remember, I could be wrong, but I heard something about him throwing a major fit that he wanted his movie to be called Avatar, but Nickelodeon has, because it's the last Avatar, the last Airbender.
Yeah.
So Nickelodeon, I guess, ended up having to change the name of the Avatar Last Airbender movie to just Avatar. Just to shut him up. Because
that James Cameron is another reason why I don't really give crap. I personally think James Cameron is
Oh yeah. Yeah, like the stuff he's posted in that, on Twitter and that, okay, I get it that you don't like superhero movies, but superhero movies are good. Well, I wouldn't say they're good. Do you know how long people have been waiting for for example, a Black Panther movie? I don't think superhero movies are overrated. I mean, granted, yeah, they come out what, once every
2-3 years.
Year now? Yeah. But no, the stuff that they bring to the table, I like it. Yeah, I'm sorry, James Cameron.
I'm not. Not like he's gonna listen to 2 random idiots talking about they don't like some stuff. I do like Terminator. I do like Terminator. I'm not gonna say I don't like his stuff. He's a good director. I just don't like him as a person. He's a bit of a jackass.
Yeah. He's a bit of a jerk. He should really just I can't remember what it was, but it was a recent thing where he was talking about he doesn't care about if people piss their pants while they're watching Avatar, because you have those people that like they don't want to go to the bathroom during a movie.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a whole thing. Like I had to
Yeah,
look
it's
that
like,
up, and I'll let you know.
yeah.
But okay. Moving on from Avatar, we have our first look at the characters from the new Dungeons. Oh yeah, sorry, not yeah, Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves movie
Is
that's
that
coming out, and
including with
the trailer
a trailer
with the
for
trailer.
it too? Yeah, so we're covering two
Yeah,
things at once.
and it was actually interesting because while I was at my friend's place last week for my vacation, the trailer was dropped, and my dungeon master Narj on my server, D&D server that I'm part of, he messaged the group saying that the trailer's out. So everyone was just going nuts. I'm like, what's going on? They told me, so I had to watch the trailer. And then, so what are your thoughts, D-Pad? And I'm just like, I have to see this movie. Like, this, I will say this movie, I think it's gonna make up for the bad Dungeons and Dragons movie, like back in the 80s.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, no, this is gonna be interesting. Like, you have some really good celebrities attached to this film. You have Hugh Grant, Michelle Rodriguez, Chris Pine, Justice Smith, and Sophia Lillis. Again, I apologize if I butcher your names.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But no, yeah, I'm excited for this movie.
Oh,
like, it's gonna look really good.
I might check it out.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
And also for trailers, we also finally have release date for TMNT, the Cowabunga Collection. For those of you who don't know, the Cowabunga Collection is literally 13 classic TMNT games. The original arcade, the original NES game, Turtles in Time, all versions of Tournament Fighters, the Game Boy game. The only games this goes shy of are the ones starting in 2000. So we do not have the ones based off to 2003. We don't have TMNT, the one based off the movie, that is. Yeah. I'm super excited for this collection because I enjoy a lot of the TMNT games.
Yeah, I'm really excited because I remember. Okay, one of my earliest TMNT memories was playing Tournament Fighters at a friend's place when I was a kid, and I remember playing Turtles in Time a lot as a kid. That was like my favorite TMNT game, and I'm excited that I'm gonna get to relive my childhood with this collection because my brother, he went to a few gaming conventions, and he actually got me. It's still in its box. He got me one of the original Game Boy games of the Turtles.
Really? Okay.
Radical Rescue.
Oh yeah. Oh god, Radical Rescue. Oh god.
Yeah.
I've never played it, but whenever I hear that name, I'm reminded of the Proton John playthrough that he did on stream. Basically, I'm actually looking this up real quick too. So you can keep talking if you want.
No. Go ahead. Like, you got to fill me in for this because I never heard
about something else. At least I think it was.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Well, okay. If you're gonna look that up, another thing that Comic-Con announced was that there's gonna be 3D Transformers.
I found it. Okay.
Oh god.
Two of the biggest things of that playthrough from Proton Chan are prepare to battle. They misspelled battle and put a U in a line. Another one is the only guide for this game. I'm not saying the name of the guide maker. I'm not saying the name of the guide maker. I do not want a Game Grumps Sonic Adventure issue on our hands. For those that don't know, when they originally did Sonic Adventure, they were using a guide for the Knuckles segments. And without neither Aaron nor Danny knowing, oh hey, the emerald shards are randomized. So, and the guide only reads for the hard mode, at least, I think. I don't know. It's one of the ones that don't change themselves. Anyway, they ended up stating the name of the guide maker, and a lot of their fans kind of got his information and were basically jumping on him on like Twitter and stuff. I'm not saying, that's why I'm not saying name. Anyway, this guide maker segment segment, hold on, I can never read Roman numerals. Segment 6. The perfect treat for an ailing friend. Just for plotting through this aimless FAQ, here's a special recipe that'll bring tears of joy to your loved ones if you make it right. It's kind of fattening though, so don't go serving it to the couch potatoes around the neighborhood. They literally start put down a fucking recipe for I want to say cupcakes, if I remember correctly. Like, it's literally a fucking recipe book for fucking cupcakes at the very end of this. Like, holy shit, I love that. That is awesome. Anyway, back to Team NT. Back to Team NT. I'm like I said, I'm excited.
Yeah, go ahead.
I can't wait to get this game, and it will be part of my Nicktoons marathon, as will Shredder's Revenge and the 2003 shit games. Even though those were Foxbox, not Nick, TMNT is still owned by Nickelodeon. So, yeah.
Yeah. And I think I'm joining you for Shredder's Revenge, if I'm not mistaken.
Duh.
I mean, yeah. Like I told you before, I think, I called dibs on April.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I called dibs on April. Anyone else touches April, I will smack them. You hear that, people? Yes, April's mine.
Okay, calm down now.
Fine. Okay, but no. Okay, speaking of like Comic-Con news, okay. I'm just gonna say this just because we're talking about Ninja Turtles right now. IDW and Boom Studios announced that they are going to be doing another crossover with the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles. So I'm excited for that because I read the first crossover that they did and I loved it. And so my one thought for the sequel, okay, you had Shredder and Rita Repulsa as the villains for the first crossover. I really want to see Krang in the second crossover because Krang could inflict so much damage to the Rangers because they don't know how to deal with someone like Krang. That would be interesting, in my opinion. Yeah.
Do you want to go to the next crossover news, or do you want to jump back up?
Oh, are you talking about multiverses?
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the other universe getting crossover event.
No, go ahead and talk about that one.
Yeah, another series getting it, and this one's really fucking weird. SpongeBob is getting crossed over with itself, Camp Coral, and the Patrick Show. It's like, why does this need to be a thing?
Yes,
why?
Yes. I forgot. We talked about this earlier. Frick. I'm slow today. Okay. Yeah. Apparently, SpongeBob is getting a Twilight Zone inspired episode called The Title Zone that's going to focus on Grandpa Patrick's grandpa, traveling to each of these dimensions. I don't know what the full plot is, but that's what we got. And I love Grandpa Pat. He's one of my favorite characters from the Patrick Star Show. I will say this. I like the Patrick Star Show mostly because Patrick is my favorite character. I don't really like Camp Coral that much, but I'm willing to check this out just because it's like a legitimate first crossover within SpongeBob. I mean,
and it's stupid considering the fact that one of them is actually still part of the series. Like, did Patrick move away? Unless if that happened, did he move away?
No. Okay, no. Apparently, from what I know, the Patrick Star Show is actually kind of like it's like another prequel series to SpongeBob. It's
oh my god!
Kind of like,
are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, I guess like the timeline is you have Camp Coral, and then you have the Patrick Star Show, and then you have SpongeBob SquarePants.
That's so stupid. That is so fucking stupid.
Yeah. True. No, like, yeah, it's like Patrick did a move away because SpongeBob and Squidward, they do appear on the show regularly. Like, I was watching an episode earlier today, and apparently Patrick and SpongeBob were looking for jobs, which I'm like, just like, SpongeBob, you have a job at the Krusty Krab, don't you? Then I'm thinking, all right, it's like a prequel series, so of course. But I think this is like the episode that kind of made him want to become
A fry cook.
part of the Krusty Krab, because like Squidward is like the newspaper delivery boy in the show.
Why? What? Shouldn't he be part of the Krusty Krab?
Again, it's a prequel series.
I know,
so
but still, it's like Squidward had his job, and it's like it's already breaking canon because Squidward like had his job in the past at the Krusty Krab in the past. What the fuck?
Yeah.
All right, I'm doing. Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, you know, I just it's weird that they're going with that route, like they're not actually giving Booter his actual job in that. And yeah, I'm just gonna but yeah, okay. Speaking of like crossovers and that, multiverses. Apparently, LeBron James is a playable character in the game, and I'm just like, why? Why LeBron James? I mean, granted,
because of Space Jam 2.
Space Jam 2. Yeah, it was actually interesting because when LeBron James was announced at Comic-Con, people were speculating that LeBron James voiced himself, but no, he came out and said that it's someone else voicing him. But I guess he appreciates that they actually included him in the game.
That's really weird. That is really fucking weird.
Despite how bad Space Jam: New Legacy did at the box office. And okay, we have two other characters that have been confirmed and are coming. You have Rick and Morty.
Because everything that universe does has to involve Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
I honestly don't have a hatred of the show. It's kind of and I have this for another big thing. It's more the fans kind of annoy me. All the fans and all the memes just annoy for that show.
Yeah. No. I will say this, like, two characters that I really want to see come into multiverses. I want my freaking Daffy Duck. Give me Daffy.
Yeah, Daffy deserves a spot way more than the fucking Game of Thrones characters.
Yeah. I want to see Daffy, and I really want to see Ben.
Ben 10?
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind, but you know for a fact they're going to do the reboot Ben. They're not going to do either the original Ben or the Yuri Lowenthal Ben.
Yeah. I'd like to see Ben. I'd like to see KO. I think KO would be really cool, like a really cool character for the game. Maybe the original Powerpuff Girls, you know, because I mean, hey, Powerpuff Girls and Foster's Home were like announced as like they're getting reboots.
Yeah,
and this time both shows are being done by Craig McCracken. So yes,
yeah.
So yeah, maybe they'll do something like that.
Yeah,
just to
but then watch they
hype.
do the live action Powerpuff Girls because that's still going to be a goddamn thing.
I think it's in development hell right now. I don't know, but
I hope it dies in development hell.
Yeah, you know, as soon as I get word like if it's actually coming out, I'm watching the first episode just to see how it is, and you're gonna hear me go on a rant.
Yeah, I'll expect that.
Yeah, I'm gonna rant on it.
Yeah.
But no, okay. That's like the crossover stuff. I think that's all the crossover stuff. I could be wrong.
Yeah, we'll see more as we go down. Speaking of origins, though, Hasbro revealed 2 new Transformers figures from the Generations Legacy series, inspired by the origins of Optimus Prime. I have no idea who the second Autobot is getting a figure of, though.
Yeah, I know. This is the first.
I recognize Optimus. I don't know who the wing guy is.
I think it's Sentinel Prime. I could be wrong. I mean, I could be wrong. Like, I will admit, I'm not the biggest Transformers fan. Like, I used to know a lot about it, but just over time, I just kind of yeah, no. Yeah, I know a friend that's gonna be happy for that because they love Transformers.
The other one is Alpha Trion, the one who rebuilt Optimus after he
Okay.
was killed during his first fight with Megatron.
Okay. Okay, that explains it. That explains it. That
Okay.
explains it. Okay, thanks. Thanks for clearing that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Disney announced a teaser trailer for its National Treasure TV show, and I liked the National Treasure series.
Go ahead.
So yeah, I will say I'm a little disappointed that Nick Cage isn't in this, but it is what it is.
Fuck you,
Okay, you were gonna
Disney.
say
I want
something?
fucking Nick Cage in the series. I don't want him as the main character. I'm totally fine with that. But he has to fucking have a role in that somewhere. Okay?
I think he'll have a cameo or something.
I hope so. I fucking hope so. Because I don't like this whole, we're going to focus on someone else.
I hate it when shows do that.
Yeah. And in keeping with Disney, Disney shared a first look at Marvel's Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, which is an animated series about the superhero Moon Girl and her dinosaur. I don't know anything about this series.
Okay, this is like me too. I knew about the comics, but I didn't really know much about this, so I'm actually gonna watch the show just to see how it is. And I shared the first clip on my server today, and I mentioned that they did a Sonic reference in the first clip.
Yeah.
And I'm listening to it more, and the thug that was talking to Moon Girl, that's Roger Craig Smith, the voice actor of Sonic. It took me like the second time to watch. I'm just like, wait a minute. Pause, thinking, that's Sonic. And then I have to say this because this is actually really great news. But you know that they're doing a Santa Claus series, right?
Yeah, I do. Isn't Tim Allen going to be part of that?
Yeah, he's part of that.
Okay.
Hang on. This was just announced today. Hang on.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I gotta. Okay. This was just announced today, but David Krumholtz. Again, forgive me if I mispronounce your name. He played Bernard, the one elf.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna be reprising his role for the Santa Claus series.
Oh, neat.
And this is actually interesting because it comes fresh from when the first teaser, the first cast photo was shown. He was absent from the photo, and so people were thinking that they wrote Bernard out. But no, this was just announced today that Bernard is coming back for the series. So I'm really excited for it. I'm really excited for it. Yeah, I had to say that quickly while it was still fresh in my head.
Yeah, it's fine. We're talking about Disney.
Yeah. All right, so moving away from Disney, time to talk a little bit about DC. To start things off, apparently DC Films will not be doing any more Zack Snyderverse stuff.
Yeah, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I still don't know 100% why they're not doing that, but it is what it is. If they want to just kind of pull away from that, maybe, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, maybe DC is going to try and set things up kind of like how Marvel has their cinematic universe.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. And then I'm just gonna say this quickly, if that's okay.
Yeah.
They showed a new trailer for Gotham Knights, and it's Batgirl, and that's the character that I am really excited to play as.
Yep. I am too. And honestly, I did enjoy playing her in Injustice. I loved her gimmick.
Yeah. The development team went on to talk about how the game will feel different depending on which character the player chooses from different dialogue to combat to the very tone of the game. So it's kind of like one of those play how you want type of games. So I'm excited for this. I'm really excited.
I
Okay.
had sneezed and I forgot to mute my whole mic.
Okay.
I muted on
Okay.
I
For a
muted
bit, I thought it was
on the recording, so that's not showing up.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'll just leave that. It just as a little thing. Yeah, and then to wrap things up with the Gotham Knights, the Joker will not be in the game, which I'm fine with. There's other
Yeah.
Batman villains that you could have, and
I mean, they've already stated they're using the Court of Owls for this.
yes, which is something that I've wanted to see happen in a game for a while now. I love the Court of Owls. I love the whole concept of it.
Yep.
I will say though, from I've actually watched a little bit of Harley Quinn season 3 with a friend
Yeah.
because my friend has access to it. And I will say, a little spoiler here, but it's really weird to see that the Court of Owls in that show, they get together for a group orgy.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. But creative director Patrick Reading revealed the news during a fan Q&A at the game's Comic-Con panel that Joker wouldn't be in the game, but he confirmed nor denied whether Harley Quinn would be making an appearance.
Yep.
So, could Harley be in the game? We don't know.
Yeah, we never know. And we move from DC, but move away from DC, but we are sticking in comics. William Shatner will be set to appear in Masters of the Universe Revolution. Now, Revolution is the one where everyone's dead, right? Or is that Masters of the Universe?
I think no. Masters of the Revolution's Masters of Revolution is Kevin Smith's series.
Okay, but yeah,
and and how people have been treating the Kevin Smith series. I've watched a little bit of it, and I'm okay with it.
Okay.
I actually like it. I'm not that too familiar with it because I've been watching the other He-Man series, the CGI series.
Yeah, which is getting a season 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, William Shatner will be joining, presumably joining Mark Hamill, Chris Wood, and Leah Headey in the sequel to Masters Universe Revelation. So, not bad.
Yeah.
And
yeah. Yeah, I'm not familiar with this next topic. Severance. I don't know what that is.
I don't know what it is either, but for some reason, the Severance creator had to stop reading Reddit theories about the show because sometimes they have ideas that are better than he thought of. It's like,
yeah,
okay, we can't really say much on that because none of us know what the heck this is about. But actually, I'm actually gonna look in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I'm actually excited for the next little bit of news because I've actually binge watched the show, and that is Amazon's The Wheel of Time has been renewed for a 3rd season, and I know a friend from my D&D group, Gloria, she will be excited for this show. That's getting a reboot. Oh no, not a reboot, a 3rd season. Ugh, Okay.
And we're gonna kind of gloss over this because this is back to Severance. Apparently, the dance break scene lights were expressed for cast. I don't know what the heck that's about. So it's like, if people do understand what that is about, please let us know in the comments below, and we'll cover that information on the next podcast episode. But
next podcast. Yeah.
But now,
can I do this next? Can I do this? Can I do this?
Yes, it's the same.
Because I grew up watching both shows, and so I'm really excited that Beavis and Butthead are coming back with a new series for Paramount Plus. I actually watched Beavis and Butthead Do the Universe, their new movie, and I was on the floor laughing because it's the same humor that you got from the original series. I love those two idiots, okay? I love it. And I have an ongoing thing with a friend at work because I have 2 friends that are like Beavis and Butthead. So it's gotten to the point where will refer to them as Beavis and Butthead, and they just
Nice.
they go with it.
Nice.
Yeah, and then speaking of Beavis and Butthead, the creator
Mike Judge.
Yeah, Mike Judge. Yeah, Mike Judge. King of the Hill has a very good chance of coming back.
Yeah.
Like, please come back. I want to see it come back. I want to see more of Hank Hill, like, you know, the propane man. Yeah.
Now, did you hear of a little thing about King of the Hill? Yep, hold on. I have to plug in my headset. Anyway, did you hear about a little thing that about the final about season 13's finale? Not season 13.
For King of the Hill?
Yeah, about the episode with Luann and Lucky's wedding.
No, what happened? What happened?
Apparently, that episode was, which was going to be the original season finale before it got another season, was supposed to reveal that the entire series, all 12 seasons, took place over the course of a year.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, that's...
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. Just whew, wow.
Yeah, that's amazing.
All right, I'm gonna say this next because, like, you know, we'd already talked about like a few of these already.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna go to National Treasure Edge of History gets a okay. Yeah, we already talked about that.
Series, so is that the series?
Yeah,
we already.
It's like more behind the scenes thing. So yeah, I'm just gonna go on to this topic here. Apparently, William Shatner goes off on Star Trek. Gene Roddenberry would be turning in his grave. Yeah, apparently Shatner is not a fan of how the franchise is going, and so he's like, you know, Gene would be turning in his grave, and he did. Apparently, Shatner did say "F Star Wars" at his Comic-Con.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have to get Robot Toaster on the show.
He said "fuck Star Wars," but not Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's because I'm not a Trekkie, so I kind of have the same care about him saying this as I both did for Severance.
Yeah. No, I might have to do like a podcast where we get Robot Toaster because she is a huge Trekkie fanatic.
Yeah,
I want to get her to try and, like, you know, teach us a little bit about Star Trek.
Yeah, I'd be down.
Yeah, so, you know, Robot Toaster, if you're listening, you know, yeah. Star Trek Lower Decks got a 3rd season.
Oh, okay.
The trailer showed, and
that's that animated series, right?
Yeah. And then apparently they're also going to be doing a 3-issue comic miniseries.
Huh. Okay.
So I'm excited for that.
Okay.
Yeah, and then apparently for the 3rd season, Lower Decks is doing a crossover with the
Picard.
new live action series.
Picard.
Yeah. No, not Picard. It's
the
new New Frontier, I think.
Oh, I thought Picard was the only one going on. Okay.
No. They did, like, Paramount has two shows.
Okay.
Picard and this, like, new series that just kind of started up.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
And speaking of giant ass fucking nerds, Lord of the Rings of Power has a new trailer revealing the creation of a Balrog. Amazon released a chunky 3-minute trailer for Rings of Power showing the creation of a Balrog alongside a ton of other Middle Earth goodness. We also get to see new footage of Morfydd Clark's Galadriel, the formation of a cursed blade from Mordor, and what seems to be Sauron himself. I have no idea what this is, to be honest, but I do quite like Lord of the Rings. I do quite like Lord of the Rings.
Do you remember the giant floating eye in, like, the movies?
Yeah.
Apparently that was Sauron.
Yeah, no, I know that. But I don't know what Rings of Power is. I know that the giant fucking eye was Sauron.
Yeah, I think Rings of Power is like a prequel series.
Before
I
or
could be wrong.
after Shadow of War and Shadow of Mordor?
Before.
Okay.
Before.
Interesting.
I don't know. I have to look more into that. And I know like you have people like on the internet that are taking that series apart just for the stupidest reasons. It's just I'm gonna
Because
give it a
people are
shot
stupid.
before I voice my. Yeah, I'm gonna give the show a shot before I voice my opinions on that.
And I also just saw this. Also, and this one makes me laugh. This one makes me laugh because I actually like how stupidly hilarious this sounds out of fucking context. Apparently, the female dwarves for Rings of Power. I'm laughing, so I apologize if people don't understand me. Will have beards.
Yeah, right. Well, a
I love that.
female dwarf can't have a beard.
That's
Wow.
hilarious. That is
I
hilarious. I
know, man.
love that. I
It's
fucking
funny.
love
You should be laughing. You should be laughing. But
This
it's gonna be
sounds so stupid.
interesting.
It sounds so fucking stupid, and I love it.
Yeah.
I would, if you ever
All right.
see a picture of that, share it with me. I want to fucking see a bearded female dwarf.
Again, we're not body shaming. We're not body
Oh
shaming.
fuck no! I'm laughing because
Just,
I want to see this. It sounds stupid to me, but again, I'm totally fine with it because it's of how stupid it sounds.
yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go over the next 3 topics if that's okay.
I wanted to cover at least the second
Okay,
one.
well, I'll let you cover the second one, but
Cool.
I'm gonna talk about the next 2 because they're the same thing. But
That's fine.
apparently Gremlins star Zach Galligan, who played Billy Peltzer in the original Gremlins movie, he is going to be a recurring guest for the animated series Secrets of the Mogwai, which is a prequel series apparently.
Mhm.
It's about the shop owner when he was a kid and how he has adventures with Gizmo.
Yeah.
So that's going to be interesting.
That sounds really cute.
Yeah, no, I'm actually interested in that. And
I want to interrupt real quick because there's another thing I just noticed for Rings of Power. The scenes teased at San Diego Comic Con will include an Elrond versus Durin fourth rock breaking contest. I just literally just saw this as I was scanning down for the second thing about Gremlins.
Yeah.
So I apologize for interrupting.
Yeah, no, that's fine. And then the show also confirmed that Randall Park, you may know him from WandaVision. He announced that he is a cast member for the series, and they didn't confirm what character he'd be playing as. So that's really interesting. I'm excited for that.
That's
and I will say this, like the whole Gremlins thing, it's how me and my friend Nina from my D&D group, it's how we came up with our own version called the Neenlands. And it's an ongoing thing. So, I think Nina's going to be watching this. So, don't release the Neenlands on me. Please don't. Okay.
I saw this and I really wanted to take this. That's why I wanted to straight take this. Matthew Illard, some of you may know him as the current voice of Shaggy Rogers from Scooby-Doo, says that the Ultra Instinct Shaggy meme is canon. I love this. I fucking love this, and I love the fact that he has embraced this fucking meme. For those of you that don't know, the Ultra Instinct Shaggy meme came from the Mystery Incorporated series. There is an episode where Shaggy gets hypnotized and loses all fear. And during this, one of the things he does is have a giant ass fucking bar fight. I love that. And I love the fact that he has come to embrace the fucking meme. I love this.
Yeah. And then the fact that for multiverses, you actually get to play as Ultra Instinct Shaggy.
Yeah.
I
will gladly admit, I'm admitting I am a Shaggy main. one which I'm maining Shaggy. Because fuck you all. Shaggy and Bugs are my mains.
Shaggy and Shaggy and Bugs are mine too, to be honest.
Fuck you. You have to pick
No.
other mains.
Fine,
Yeah,
I'll try Harley. I'll try Harley and Taz, okay?
Okay.
Will that suit you, princess? Will that suit you? Huh? Huh? Huh?
Alright.
Okay, but then moving on from Shaggy.
Back to Marvel now.
Yeah, back to Marvel.
We're gonna take a little bit of turns for this one.
Yeah, because like Marvel stuff, it's like a huge thing. So we're gonna talk about the Marvel stuff in one go instead of like separate. Yeah, you know what I mean. But no, like the next little bit of news, I showed my mom this, and she loves it because she loves this character. This is her favorite character in the Marvel universe. I Am Groot reveals first look at the adorable Guardians of the Galaxy spin-off. I saw it. It is so cute, and it's awesome because it comes out the day before my birthday.
Awesome.
So it's like yay. And then I'm gonna say this too. Marvel's What If series has been announced for season 3 alongside a confirm for season 3.
I'm gonna just repeat what it said. Okay. Marvel's What If series has a season 2 announcement for early next year alongside the season 3 confirmation.
Did I just say season 3 2 times?
Yes, you did. That's why I said that.
Fuck, thank you. Sorry. So I'm just gonna say this then. We got our first look at Spider-Man freshman year, and Charlie Cox, better known as Daredevil, will be reprising his role for that series. And apparently, there's going to be a new Daredevil series coming to Disney Plus.
Yep.
Yeah.
I also do want to state this for freshman year. For some reason, I will admit I don't like this. Norman Osborn will be taking over the role of Tony. So instead of Iron Man mentoring Peter, it's Norman Osborn. I don't like this because
That's going to be interesting.
like Norman Osborn. But I will state this: if they are going to do this, they cannot have Norman go Green Goblin. They cannot.
I think
if they're going to do this, they cannot do this. Or if they will, it has to be just like Connor's in the Lizard. Go ahead.
I think what they'll do is like if they want to have him become the Goblin, they'll do it for the second season.
Yeah.
Not the first season.
Yeah, second season. Second season. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, this will be arriving in 2024, by the way.
Yeah. Okay, and I can see this. I can see Norman mentoring Peter because he did that in the comics for a bit before he became the Green Goblin.
Okay.
Like him and Peter were actually very friendly with each other before both of them found out who each other really was.
Yeah, and then Norman became the biggest jackass and the most hated person in all of Marvel.
Yeah. But no. Okay, moving on from Spider-Man, X-Men 97 set to premiere on Disney Plus in fall 2023. I am really excited for this series because out of the original Marvel cartoons that I watched as a kid, Spider-Man and X-Men, they were two of my favorite shows, and I love that they're continuing on with that original art style.
And not only will it be continuing from the original art style, X-Men 97 will also be continuing where the series left off. I hope they do this with Spider-Man sometime.
Yeah, I want to see Spider-Man, like the original Spider-Man animated series, come back. Like, maybe if X-Men 97 goes pretty well, they'll do that with Spider-Man.
Yep.
Yeah, we don't know, but it's gonna be interesting.
And going on with more Marvel stuff, Marvel Zombies on Disney Plus will have the gore and splatter you want from the zombie show. This is continuing from the What If episode. about Marvel Zombies, which I'm not that interested in Marvel Zombies.
It's not. It doesn't really take place like after the events of the Marvel What If episode. It's I think what they're doing is they're taking the Marvel Zombies comics, turning it into its own show.
Okay.
I think that's what's happening.
Okay.
Yeah. And as someone that's actually read the Marvel Zombie series, I cannot wait for this. This is gonna be good.
Yep.
Like, I'm excited for that.
Like
and
I said,
then,
I'm not that interested in Marvel Zombies. It's like, zombies are overrated in my eyes.
Yeah.
I should have honestly said that before we go to this next thing. Marvel reveals a real-life Infinity Stones collection for $25 million. God son of a bitch.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
that's it. All we're going to talk about.
I know someone that's actually probably going to want to purchase this because they love Marvel and they love like the whole Infinity Stones. So again, I am sorry to say this, but Robot Toaster, I'm gonna have to sell you to pay for this.
Okay, I will. Okay, if you do buy this, I want to see a picture because let's be straight honest. I say real life Infinity Stones, and I'm pretty sure people remember the Infinity Eggs from Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
Ugh.
Yeah, and also. And your reaction goes. I'm going to cover this next two things. So I don't think you give a crap too. That reaction also is.
Go ahead.
For me, is the same as for me because Walking Dead got some stuff too. I don't really care about Walking Dead. It got a trailer for Tales of the Walking Dead because we needed another fucking series of that, as did the premiere date for the final episodes of the series. I don't really care for Walking Dead.
Yeah.
I don't. I'll play the games, but it's like I don't care about the series.
Yeah, I'm not really excited for that. Like, to be honest, like I'm not. Okay, I watched the first couple seasons of The Walking Dead with my brother because my brother got me into The Walking Dead show because he has the like the comics and he let me read them, and yeah, we kind of fell out of The Walking Dead and just AMC's really milked that series for what it's worth. Like, just I'm not a fan with it. Like, I'm not a fan of how the show has turned out.
Yeah.
It was me. Yeah. Yeah.
So do you want to cover this next bit? Or do you have something else?
Yeah, I will say this. Like, this is actually like a long list, so maybe we'll cut off soon and we'll touch more on the top, like the remaining list in the later podcast because like just we've already been here for quite a while now, and I don't want the podcast to be extremely long. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's like we still have a few other stuff to cover.
Yeah, true.
So it's like
true.
It's some stuff I kind of do want to talk about too.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, I will be straight honest. We will be skipping anything of stuff we don't care about. Both of us don't care about. Like we'll mention it and ask. We won't go straight off a big thing. Like we'll read it, and if both of us say I don't really care, we'll just jump straight. So we'll speed this up. So we apologize for this.
Okay. Yeah. No. Okay. Okay. So.
And I also do want to just straight up go ahead and straight up continue this for Walking Dead. Another Walking Dead spinoff starring Andrew Lincoln's Rick Grimes and Denai Gurira's, I apologize if I mispronounced her last name, Michonne announced for 2023. Because, we need more fucking things. And it's replacing the planned Rick movie.
Okay, well...
Go ahead.
Well, okay, granted, Rick and Michonne, I like the characters, so I'm happy with that. But yeah, okay. I'm gonna read these these quick topics quickly here. The Mandalorian season 2 figures have been revealed by Hasbro. Okay.
Yep, which are basically based off of Luke, inspired by his appearance in the show, Migs Mayfield, HK-87, and Grogu, Baby Yoda. I'll cover this next one, which I'm pretty sure people already know about this.
Street Fighter 6.
Yeah, plastic costumes for at least Ryu and Chun-Li for Street Fighter 6.
I will say I'm gonna say this next topic because this one I'm happy with. TMT co-creator says it's humbling to see the franchise evolve. Kevin Eastman said that is humbling to watch the franchise evolve over time. What started out as a comic series has grown into a multimedia franchise beloved by many generations. I'm a huge Turtle fanatic, and so I'm happy that he's happy with how the series is turning out. Like, you have the comics, you have the movies, you have the shows. Rise of the Ninja Turtles, the movie, coming out soon. I cannot wait for that. And apparently someone had asked him how, because Seth Rogen is doing a Ninja Turtles movie, he asked, the fan asked Kevin Eastman, have you talked to Seth? And he said that, he doesn't want to talk to Seth because he doesn't want to add pressure on the guy.
Yeah,
which I think is really humble.
Agreed.
Because I guess he's fine with how Seth is handling the Turtles with his movie. And, like, he does get a scene in the end of things, but the fact that he trusts Seth Rogen, that's cool. Yeah. And then I know you're happy with this, but the first Avatar movie will focus on Aang and his friends growing up.
I will admit I'm kind of disappointed in that. Because apparently the original plan that we all knew was we were going to get a movie on Avatar Kyoshi. The second movie would be about Zuko, and the third movie would be about Korra. So I don't know how to feel on this.
I mean, we're still getting some Avatar movies, so
we are. It's
fun. It's fun in general.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
For All Mankind returning for a fourth season. I don't really know anything about the show, so we also have Keanu Reeves Berserker. It's literally spelled BRZRKR. Anime confirmed for 2 seasons. It's really nice to see that basically that not only is Keanu having an anime done for him, but it's about a comic book he wrote. And it's going to be the same team who did Ghost in the Shell and Eden of the East.
Yeah. Okay. The next little bit of news. Nickelodeon has announced a new Transformers series, Transformers Earthspark, and Alan Tudyk is playing Optimus Prime. Wow.
I'm trying to remember who that is.
He's King Candy from Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah. That's one of the characters. I'm gonna read off the cast quickly if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
You have Sydney Malaka again. I apologize if I butcher the names, okay? Zion Brodnix, Catherine, I can't pronounce that last name, frick. Zeno Robinson, Rory McGain, Diedrich Bader, who I fucking love. I'm happy he's in this series. John Barons, again pronounced. I forgot. Sorry if I, Ben and Latham, Sissy Jones, and you have Danny Kudo. Abed from Community, Huey from the DuckTales reboot. This guy's playing Bumblebee.
Yep.
I'm like, yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, and Batman and Spawn are getting a second comic crossover for like the first time in like a few years because they did a crossover in the 90s.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
And it's going to be drawn. It's going to be written by Spawn creator Todd McFarlane and drawn by Greg Capullo. Yeah.
The William Shatner, back to Shatner, he reveals his definitive documentary with fan-funded Legion. Basically it's a documentary on his life, which, all right. We also have new details for Dragon Ball Superhero, which has been out for basically a month, so it's just mostly about the English dub. And I have seen a little bit on it. I will state, for those of you that have heard that it's going to focus on Gohan and Piccolo, you're worried that Goku and Vegeta are going to do something, your fears are misplaced. This is just a Gohan Piccolo show. In fact,
which is fine.
I'm going to spoil this. All Goku and Vegeta do is basically fight each other on Beerus' planet. That's literally all they fucking do. That's literally all they fucking do. And it's just Beerus, Whis, and the Broly gang watching. And apparently, Daniel Craig wants to be a guest star on Archer, FX's show.
Yes.
I kind of like that. That would be really funny.
Yes, Daniel guest star on Archer.
Watch them if they do end up doing it. Watch him be like Archer's dad. I'm good. I would laugh if it turns out, or they allude to him doing it. It's like I don't think they've done.
I can see that.
Done that. We'll skip the next thing. We'll skip the next thing.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this quickly. Like I watch Archer, and because like the actor who plays Archer, John
Benjamin.
Yeah, I started watching Bob's Burgers, and I love that show now. So I just gotta say that. Like I can see Daniel Craig playing Archer's dad, and I could just see it at the last minute. Like he realizes that he just spoke to his dad, and it's like, like it's one of those Archer moments.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Shazam! Fury of the Gods gets its first full trailer. This one looks interesting.
Yeah. In addition to that, The Rock showed up in full Black Adam costume, and the trailer also shows Justice Society's Atom Smasher, Dr. Fate, Cyclone, and Hawkman.
That's for Black Shazam. Like,
that's Black Adam. That's Black Adam. Well, yeah, it's the same thing because isn't Black Adam just basically evil Shazam?
Yeah, Black Adam.
Yeah, Black Adam is
like an evil an evil version of like Shazam. Yeah. No, I'm talking about Shazam, like the sequel to Shazam.
Yeah.
It's like I'm actually excited for this one because he compares himself to the other heroes, which include Batman and Aquaman.
Yeah. But back we jump away from Marvel to from DC to Marvel. Extreme X-Men will return to Marvel Comics with the original creative team. I'm not sure what this is. But I can recognize X-23 though. So
I think
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm looking at the thing. I recognize X-23, Logan, and Gambit. So
I see Storm.
Oh yeah, and Storm.
Lockhead. I think that's Cable or Forge in the back there. I don't know. And I think that's like a Jean Grey, like the Phoenix Force. I don't know.
Phoenix, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
And basically we got some stuff on the prequel to Game of Thrones because we do. House of Dragons, Millie Alcock. I hope that's not how you say it. I really hope that, but it says dragon riding was like a mechanical bull with leaf blowers on when riding dragons. Ali Alcock playing young Terrigan, and House of Dragons Queen, who never was, is based on real history. Because
okay.
And also George R. Martin won't cameo in any Game of Thrones shows until Winds of Winter is done. There.
Yeah, okay.
I don't really care for Game of Thrones.
Yeah, okay. Coming back from like that stuff to DC, Batwheels, a series that's like the origin of
the Batmobile.
Apparently the Batmobile talks in this series. Like, what the hell?
I'm looking at the image for the movie for the video they're doing. This I don't want to sound like an asshole. This kind of makes me think, what kind of drugs were you smoking when you thought of this?
Yeah, it's about the vehicles that apparently the vehicles can. It's like cars, but it's Batman.
Yeah.
The secret origin of the Batwheels is supposed to be released on Cartoonio and on HBO Max.
Okay.
On September 7th, which is Batman
17th.
17th, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Star Trek, we spoke about that.
Yeah,
The
this book.
Sandman revealing the trailer with exclusive clips and a new poster. This is about the Spider-Man villain, right?
Sandman's Neil Gaiman. Like it's like his own series.
Oh, okay.
It's not Marvel Sandman, but
Okay.
I'm gonna say this quickly. Apparently, Neil Gaiman would love to see a Marvel 1602 movie or series.
Okay. Interesting.
Which, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. What else?
First trailer for Anne Rice's Interview with the Vampire from AMC. There's a clip from Dragon Prince season 4.
Yeah.
The Rock draws boos for his Superman response in Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Basically, he was asked who would win a fight between Black Adam and Superman, and he replies with, "It probably all depends on who is playing Superman," and was met with boos from the crowd.
Yeah. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania offers a first proper look at the next villain for the MCU, which
Kang
is
the Conqueror.
Kang. Yes, I'm excited for that. Mythic Quest returns for a third season on Apple TV Plus.
Marvel teases massive Avengers finale and Jonathan Hickman's next series. I don't know what this is talking about. Is this talking about movie or?
I don't know.
Okay.
I do. House of X, House of X was like a crossover comic series.
Alrighty. We also have we are also approaching the end of Phase 4 for the MCU with She-Hulk and Black Panther. We also we also know what's going to be starting Series 5, which are going to be the previous mentioned Ant-Man and the Wasp, which comes out February 17th, 2023. Secret Invasion, which will be in spring next year. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and coming out May 5th next year. Echo in summer next year. Loki Season 2 also in summer. The Marvels on July 28th next year. Blade, this is new to me. I'd never heard of this. Like, nice. November 2023.
Yeah.
Ironheart in the fall. Agatha Coven of Chaos in either 2023, winter 2023, 2024. Daredevil Born Again, which was mentioned previously. Captain America New World Order, May 3rd, 2024. And Thunderbolts, July 26th to 2024. Reminder, that is what will be Phase 5. Already spoke about this. New trailer for She-Hulk. New World Order is following the events of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Sure. Quantumania also gives us a look at MODOK. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 trailer. More trailers. MCU Phase 6. We'll begin with Fantastic Four. End with Avengers the Kang Dynasty and Avengers Secret Wars. Jesus fucking Christ,
I'm excited
Marvel.
for Secret Wars.
At least let season Phase 5 start before you assholes start talking about Phase 6.
You know Marvel, they'll just pump shit out and people will purchase, buy it, watch it. Man, they're going all out with their faces.
Yeah, they fucking are. They fucking are. Wakanda Forever got first trailer and plot details. Tenno Chureta will be confirmed to play Namor in Wakanda Forever, and the Endgame directors the Russo brothers will not be directing Kang Dynasty or Secret Wars. Jesus fucking Christ, that was a lot.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ, that was a lot.
Apparently the director of the Shang-Chi movie,
She-Hulk.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
Quan Chi.
Shang-Chi.
Shang-
I can't. Legend of the Ten Rings, that movie.
Yeah,
Apparently,
Shang-Chi.
they're directing Secret Wars.
Okay.
And they've also confirmed, like, I guess this is from Kevin Forge himself. He stated that Daredevil and Spider-Man will be the ones to help. Like, they'll be like the ones that start the Marvel ground, like the street characters, like the characters, the fighters the heroes that fight on the streets. Like, they're gonna be leading them. That's the fight here.
Okay.
Yeah, and apparently they want to have Deadpool a bit more in the MCU.
Yeah.
So I have to say this: I really want to see a Deadpool and Wolverine movie.
They'll probably do that. They probably are gonna do that.
Yeah. Because I remember when I can't remember who it was, but Hugh Jackman was wishing someone a happy birthday, and as he's like in his hotel room, he's talking, and then you can see Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds on the bed, just being a dick. It's the funniest thing I've seen.
Yeah.
But no. Oh. Yeah, it's
that.
gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see what Marvel's doing, like, with their next phases.
Yeah, it is. But Jesus fucking Christ, Marvel, couldn't you wait until at least you started 5 before talking about 6?
Yeah.
I mean, I 100% know that 5 is leading into 6, but still, Christ.
Yeah. Marvel's really, like I said, Marvel's really going all out with it.
Yeah, they are. They fucking are.
Yeah, which is just, it's kind of scary at the same time, because, you know, they're getting a little too ahead of themselves, if you don't mind me saying so.
They are. That's why I'm just like, can't you guys wait till season 5, phase 5 starts before talking about phase 6? Yeah. So that's, unless we have any other things, that should be straight it to talk about.
Yeah.
Check
No,
YouTube,
I can't
see if Nintendo
Oh,
announced.
okay.
Yeah.
Apparently, Ben Affleck will be making an appearance in Aquaman 2 as Batman. This just showed up on my feed.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah, I'm just like, I thought you were done, but okie dokie. Yeah.
Yeah. So that. Yeah, we almost went an hour and a half.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay.
We have our first poster for the. Sorry, this is one little thing. We have our first poster for the Weird Al Yankovic movie.
Oh,
Weird.
right. Oh, okay. I completely forgot about that.
Okay, that's it. Yeah. We kind of, like, I can't believe we went half hour with this podcast. Whew, kind of fun editing. It's gonna be a little late, but yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's it for this week's podcast, guys. As always, you know, comment down below. Let us know if there's something that you want us to talk about. Let us know on your thoughts for this episode. Yeah. Until next time, I'm D-Pad, and this is YuyuKirby. Signing off. Later.
Be sure, don't forget to check out my Twitch, which is down in the
Yes.
Description below. So join to watch stupidity and me getting mad at stuff.